Week 34 Premier League preview. Before we get straight into it, if you're new to this channel, you found it by mistake, my screen just came up, you like my face, like, comment, subscribe and share. But let's get straight into it. Before we go into the Premier League preview, let's talk about the Champions League that just happened. You know, we had Manchester City hosting Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona, Dortmund, Atletico. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the most interesting game for me was the Dortmund versus Atletico. There was about 6 goals scored in that game, you know. Dortmund scored 2, then Atletico scored 2, Correa scoring, and Masomo own goal as well. They scored 2, then Nicolas Furu, I told you guys about that guy, it's very, very clinical. They scored, and yeah, Marlon scored, I think, the 4th goal, something like that. But yeah, that was the most interesting game this Champions League quarterfinals. I also predicted Real Madrid was going to win and qualify. Someone told me in the comments that wow, that I'm laughing, that I knew Real Madrid was not going to qualify. But they did, so I got that right. But yeah, let's get straight into the Premier League. You know, this week we have fewer fixtures because of the FA Cup. I don't know if you guys saw the post I put on the community channel saying Manchester City has been complaining about the increasing amount of games every season and whatnot. So yeah, FA put up a statement that there's not going to be a replay again at the first round, something like that. So it's going to be a quicker competition, no more replay. You draw, you play penalty in that same stadium. That's about that. But let's get straight into the Premier League preview. You know, this week on Saturday we have the first game, Luton Brentford. You know, Luton has about 1 win in the last 5 games. You know, that win coming against Bournemouth. It was a good game actually. You know, their last game they played Manchester City, which is not an easy one to ask anybody to play and get a result from. They lost that by 4 or 5 goals to 0. So for this game, I'm going to go for a Luton win or draw. Why? Because looking at Brentford, they haven't done so much this season, you know. Looking at their stats, they have only 1 win in the last 6-7 games, and that win again was against Sheffield United. Sheffield United is currently bottom of the league, and yeah, they're probably going to relegate. So for this game, I'm going to go for a Luton winner. That's my prediction. I feel like Luton have a lot of key players, you know, Ross Barkley, Morris, you know. There are a lot of players. Lokonga is injured. They have a lot of players, you know. Andre Townsend. They have a lot of boys in that Luton team. But Brentford, I feel like it's just defense and attack. There's really no midfield there. So it's just defense and attack. If you watch their games, you just try and get the ball to Wissa or Ivan Toney or Nguemo or something. There's really no midfield there. So I feel like this game is Luton is going to win or draw because Luton score a lot of goals as well. That which is key. They score a lot of goals as well, but like they don't know how to keep the lead once they go up front too. I've seen a game Luton 4-4 draw, 4-5 loss. Like they score goals but they concede. So for this game, I'm going to predict a Luton is going to win or draw. That's my own prediction. Moving on, we have Sheffield Burnley. What do I say about Sheffield Burnley? I mean, these are the 2 bottom teams. Sheffield has no win in the last 5 games and Burnley has only 1 win in the last 5 games. For this game, I'm going to go for either, my prediction for this game is either team to win, to be honest. Like Burnley and Sheffield United, they are bottom of the league for a reason. They are just not good enough to keep up with the Premier League and other teams. And with Burnley, I feel like Burnley has been picking up results, you know, the draw against Chelsea, the draw against Chelsea, West Ham. But I feel like if you look at Burnley recently, their keeper is the biggest liability. Over the last 2 games, he has been causing individual error. I remember the game against Everton. Oh my days, what was he thinking? He literally struck the ball like Calvin Lewis, and that was a goal. And the last game they played against Brighton, they were actually 1-0 up, and they passed the ball to the keeper, and it rolled under his leg like a schoolboy mistake. He was trying to control the ball, put it under control, trap it, and it just went into the post. So I feel like the keeper is going to be crucial here. It could be the biggest liability. But I feel, my opinion, the keeper shouldn't start this game. I feel like he's low on confidence. It's considered two games now. For 2 games now, he has cost the team 3 points. Really, the game against Brighton was a very, very good game. Individual error by the keeper, and they keep saying if you want to pass the ball at the back, make sure the keeper is out of the post. So if in that case, if he doesn't put under control, it goes out of play. But when you pass to the keeper in front of the goal, if he doesn't put that under control, that's a goal. So for this game, either team could win it, you know. Sheffield has only 16 points this season, and Burnley has 20. For Sheffield, I feel like if they don't start picking up points now, they are gone. So from this game, they need to win, not even a draw, just win and keep the momentum going for them to have a chance to stay in the Premier League. So for this game, either team could win it. I'm going to go for either team to win it. That's my prediction for this game. Moving on, we have Crystal Palace, West Ham. You know, West Ham just took a 2-0 L at Leverkusen, you know. They're trying, the thing about West Ham is they have a lot of players, but they are just not what you think they are. That's the thing. West Ham will have a lot of players, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, you know, Kudus, you know, Demande, you know. A lot of players, they have a lot of top quality players, but the thing is, they are not just picking up points. And with the Europa League as well, I think the Conference League or Europa League, I don't know, let me know. But with that in the middle of everything, I feel like West Ham is just not going to win this game. That's my honest opinion. And for Crystal Palace, you know, they picked up a good result at Anfield. Nobody was expecting it. I actually predicted that there was going to be a sloppiness, a banana slip at one of the big three teams, and it was at Liverpool. There you go. So for this game, I feel like Crystal Palace is building up momentum. They have a lot of players back. Eberechi Eze is back. Mateta is firing. That Mateta, he has been a revelation. When he came in, when Vieira brought him in, he brought in two French strikers, Edouard and Mateta. Mateta was the second favorite. He has been on the bench for so long, but now he's scoring goals. He's scoring big goals, you know. So I feel like Crystal Palace have what it takes to win against West Ham. And also, it's a London derby, don't forget that, so it's going to be intense. So for this game, I'm predicting a Crystal Palace win or draw. That's my opinion. Moving on, we have Wolves versus Arsenal. Where do we go? We saw what happened last weekend. Arsenal had only one job. They had one job. Win the game against Aston Villa. Just capitalize on Liverpool's mistakes and you go up the table. But what happened? I think the pressure on the nerves is getting to the Arsenal now that they're out of the Champions League, you know. Yeah, and it's going to be a do or die for Arsenal now. I feel like this game is going to be very intense because Arsenal want to show that they have bounced back and they have the confidence to move past and forget what happened in the Champions League and chase the Premier League. But for this game, I feel like it's either going to be a draw or Arsenal will win. Because if you look at Wolves as well, we drew their last game against Nottingham Forest, a 2-2 draw. I actually predicted Wolves to draw or win, but they drew Matheus Cunha, you know, very lovely goal if you look at that goal. Very solo effort as well. He scored a very fantastic goal. And yeah, but I feel like Wolves is not that team that will beat Arsenal, although Wolves is at home. But I feel like Wolves is always a dodgy place to go, so like I feel like Arsenal might struggle there, you know, bouncing back from the Bayern Munich defeat, like exit from the Champions League. I feel like it's going to be a tough game for Arsenal, so I'm going to predict an Arsenal win or draw. Moving on, we have Everton, Nottingham Forest. We all watched the Chelsea Everton. The 6-0, was it 6-0? 6-0 actually. We saw the 6-0 trashing. Oh my days. What are we going to say about this Cole Palmer guy now? I thought the guy was all hype and whatnot, but the guy is banging in goals. He's the joint top highest goal scorer with Erling Haaland right now. That's the funny thing. People might say, oh, he's a penalty specialist or whatnot. No, he's top of the Premier League goal scoring charts because he's scoring goals. I saw the game against Everton. Oh my days, this guy is actually brilliant. The thing about Chelsea is that you don't know what to expect. Chelsea is either win, hit or miss. They win today, they go to Sheffield, they draw. They win today against Manchester United, the last second of the game, they go to Burnley, they play Burnley, they draw. So Chelsea is a hit or miss. But the fact that Everton took 6 at Chelsea, they held 6 at Chelsea, I don't see no way for Everton against Nottingham Forest, because Nottingham Forest is battling relegation. Although we all know that they deducted 3 points for Nottingham Forest for some controversy, something like that. But I feel like Nottingham Forest is going to do Everton here because Everton have no confidence right now. Taking in 6 goals, they're just going to be in a defensive mode for this game. You know how Sondage sets up his team. He will put a very low block, put Beto up front, Cavallero up front, secure the back. Very boring game, physical game. one new win or draw. That's what Sonjaz. I said Sonjaz. Shondash. But yeah, I feel like Everton is gonna either lose this game or draw this game. They only have one win in the last five. That tells you about the story about Everton, you know. But yeah, that's for Everton, Nottingham Forest. My prediction for this Everton Nottingham Forest is Nottingham Forest to win or draw. I saw an interview by a former Nigerian player. What's his name? I forgot his name. He just dropped recently. He said he doesn't understand why Nottingham Forest are there because they have good players. And honestly, they have good players. I watched a couple of Nottingham Forest games. They got players like Ola Aina. They got players like Hudson Odoi, Chris Wood. You know, they have a lot of players in that team. I just don't know why they are not just picking enough points and results. But for this game, I feel like Everton, Nottingham Forest is going to win or draw this game. Moving on to the Aston Villa Bournemouth. This is going to be a very, very tricky game. I'm not going to lie to you. Aston Villa is at home, but I feel like Bournemouth is a very, very, very good team. Forget on paper how they play, they're very good. And as well, if you notice on the community channel, I posted something. The Bournemouth manager won Manager of the Month. If you missed that, yeah, so that means Bournemouth is actually a very good team. And against the Manchester United, don't take that result aside. Bournemouth literally was supposed to win that game up until the end of the game. They had a late free kick, which I thought was going to be a penalty, but it was actually outside the box. Yeah, but Bournemouth is very, very good. You have players like Semenyo, Kluivert, a lot of players, Felix Billing, what's his name, the striker, Solanke, who is scoring, is firing. Those guys are really good. So for this game, I'm not going to go for Aston Villa straight win because they are home or whatnot. No, either team to win this game. Bournemouth is really, really, really a good team. I'm telling you, Bournemouth is really, really a good team. My prediction for this game, honestly, I can't tell. It's not going to be a draw because Bournemouth attack, they score goals. They are one of the best strikers in the league for a reason because they are scoring goals. Moving on, we already talked about the Crystal Palace West Ham. I'm predicting the Crystal Palace win or draw because West Ham is not just West Ham, you know. They might have the players, but with the whole Europa and the Conference League and whatnot, they're losing to Leverkusen. They're practically out, you know. They have Bowen missing. They have, Paqueta suspended for the second leg of this. So they're all in shambles. I'm going to go for a Crystal Palace win or draw for that game. Moving on, we have Fulham Liverpool. This way it gets tricky, you know. Fulham, the first game, Fulham Liverpool was a very, very interesting game. I watched the game, you know. That was the game that McAllister scored the rocket from outside the box. I feel like Liverpool want to bounce back against Atlanta in the Europa League, and they might not qualify, but for that game, I know that Liverpool is going to win that game just to show that they're recovered from what happened against Crystal Palace. They're going to win that game. They might not still go through, but they're going to win that game. But for this game against Fulham, they have a lot of ballers, you know. They have Iwobi, Willian, the strikers, or Rodrigo Muniz. If you watch what I posted on my channel as well, he won the Player of the Month. He's firing. The guy is literally firing. He's keeping the former Wolves striker, what's his name? Jimenez on the bench because he's firing. He has about 5 goals in 7 games, something like that. Crazy stats, you know, for a Fulham player. For this game, I'm going to go for either team to win. I have a feeling that because Liverpool done them over the first leg, for this second leg, I feel like Fulham is going to show more fight. They might even go, if they go one ahead, it's going to be victory for Liverpool. Liverpool might just throw away the league at this game. But for this game, I'm going to go for Liverpool versus Fulham, either team to win. That's my prediction for this week. And yeah, let me give you guys a bonus, you know. Just a few games this weekend because of the FA Cup, as you know. Chelsea is playing Manchester City at the Wembley and Man U is playing Coventry. My prediction for the Manchester City-Chelsea game is straightforward, you know. I feel like there's no two ways about it. Manchester City crashing out of the Champions League, they're just going to punish Chelsea straight up. Yeah, Cole Palmer might be banging in goals and whatnot, but Manchester City, you all know the way they play. They're going to compress, choke them, start them off the ball, keep the possession, and they will score. They're going to beat Chelsea. That's my prediction. And for Manchester United Coventry, this is where it gets tricky. You do not know what to expect from Manchester United. That's just the honest truth. Manchester United might play nonsense today, tomorrow get a result, tomorrow get a result, lose against Chelsea, go 1-up against Chelsea, concede against Chelsea, and lose against. That's Manchester United's story this season, and the manager's job is on the line, honestly. Like I said, I've been seeing pictures of the manager, the owner of Manchester United, owner Ratcliffe or something, a shareholder. He's been attending the games recently more frequently, which tells you that the manager's job is under serious threat. For this game, honestly, I can't even predict. That's just a treat. I saw the game that Coventry played against Wolves to get into this semi-final. It was a very, very crazy game, you know. Coventry was 1-0 up. Wolves came back 1-1. They came back 2-1 thanks to Anthony for a brilliant run and an assist. Then guess what? Within 5 minutes, at the 90th minute, Coventry scored 2 goals. And they knocked Wolves out at the dying second of the game. Literally, extra time. That's when they won the game. So for this game, it's going to be very, very tricky. I could not even predict, but I'm just going to go for Man U to win. My prediction for this game is Man U to win. I'm not confident about this, but my prediction to win is Manchester United to win this game in extra time or penalties. But that's the end of my prediction for match week 34. If you're new to this channel, you enjoy the clip, you enjoy my prediction. If you have contrary opinions to what I'm predicting, let me know what you guys are predicting in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you guys in a bit.